First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down. And already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Rifles this football to the left. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So, second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass is caught. In the clear at the 25. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, LSU. And they take the early lead. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Brought down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
On the run here, lets it go. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
To throw, it's Morris. The pass rush closing in. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The ball's with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Here comes a handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to pass. It's Morris. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And they get him down after the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Tennessee, 3.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Trying to extend the play. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll run it here. Got space, looking to score. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Here comes the point after attempt. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Morris. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good up. It's third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. And the Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
They're going to run it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. They're going to run it here. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown. Fouls. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half. It'll be first down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. To throw, it's Morris. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
The ball's come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running. First down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The Volunteers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
LSU 14.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
LSU has moved into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his...
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And now the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Movement at the second level of the defense now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Brings up second down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
21.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Vols looking to keep this drive moving. And here's the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Pickup of 11. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Vols will line up on 1st and 10. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Vols.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Here's the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And that that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Throws a bullet to the right. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. LSU now operating in the red zone. And we're going to throw now on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for the passing game. See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good, makes it a 3-point game, 31-28. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Has the first down and more. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. That's a design quarterback keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
I think he predetermined. Football really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
We're set for an exciting finish. Not much time left. Offense likely has one final drive. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. That play makes it 2nd and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Here we go, crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Dropping back, it's Morris. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Time running down. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Just gets it away, taking a shot. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.